just wait for the students to come. Sorry. Here. Room 5, number 14. Room 4, Sutipong. Ichea, room number 2. Hello, my students. Okay, Tirapat, room number 6, room number 8. Matapon, Kitty, room number 6. It's a what? Oh, a lot of my students joined the live teaching today. I'm so happy. I thought you will take me for granted. Okay, room 8, room 3. Let's just wait for the other students to join. Okay. Room 1. What is Ukapay? Oh, room 1. Room 7, room 3. Room 4. Eight students. Okay. So it's on number 14. We have 89 students. So once we reach, I guess, 100 students, I'm going to start already because it's 10:16 and we only have 1 hour to do the lesson for today. So we have 91 students already, 92. 94. 6 more before we start. 97. This is the views, right? Oh, okay. So we reached already 100 plus students. So good morning, everyone. So welcome to Social Studies Online Learning. So this is our first meeting. So by the way, if you forgot me already, so this is Teacher Cyril again, your Social Studies teacher. So I know most of you know me already because I am your teacher when you are in Matthew 5. So I will not prolong my introduction because we don't have that much time. So before I proceed, I would like to apologize to everyone for not teaching you this past few weeks because I don't have the schedule yet. So I just got the schedule this week. So this is my first time teaching you in online, and it's interesting that a lot of you are interested to learn today. So thank you for joining my online class. Okay? So before anything else, let me tell you some things to do in my class. So first and foremost, please always join the class discussion every Friday at 10 to 11 a.m. So that will be our schedule for the online learning. And then also, I will be making my class in the Moodle for the worksheets or some activities that I am going to give you. So join the Social Studies Matayum 6 set with the setup in the Moodle. And then the third one, of course, you must have a notebook for taking down notes and answering some of the activities. Okay, so I know you're a student, so you must have a notebook. And then lastly, the most important one, always participate in all the activities, being a lot of activities, the same when you were in Matayum 5. Okay, so you know what kind of teacher I am. So I give a lot of activities for you to learn the lesson. Okay, so just to remind everyone, okay, so no unnecessary messages. So unnecessary messages is not allowed since this is an online platform used for educational purposes. So therefore, do not send messages that is not related to our lesson or to our discussion, okay? So you can only send messages first if teacher, pink notebook or white notebook. Any kind of notebook that you have, pink or white, it's okay for me, okay? So Aparis asked me, okay, pink or white, it's okay, whatever you want to have. Okay, so let's continue. So again, you can only send messages if it is related to our lesson or to our discussion. And if you want to ask questions about the lesson and if you have some clarifications about the lesson. And you can only send messages only if I want you to do so. Okay? So I hope I make myself clear. Okay, so no question, only about the pink and white notebook. Okay, so you can choose pink or white, it's up to you. Okay, so for this semester, we are going to talk about history. So before, we talk about Constitution. So now that you are in Matayum 6, we have a different topic to discuss. So now it's about history. Okay? So we are going to travel back and discover a lot of things in history. Okay? So to be specific, I have listed down here some of the lessons that we are going to talk about. So first we have Unit 1, the Introduction to History. Okay, so if you want to take down notes, our lessons, you can do so. Okay, so in Unit 1, we're going to talk about the importance of history. And then classifications of historical events, historical evidences, and historical methods. Okay, so those are the topics included in Unit 1 about the introduction to history. And then we have Unit 2, classification of periods in history. So there are two classification of periods in history. So the first one is the prehistorical ages. So what are the periods in the prehistorical ages? So we have the Paleolithic Age or the Old Stone Age, the Mesolithic Age or the Middle Stone Age, the Neolithic Age or the New Stone Age, and the last period we have the Metal Age or the Bronze and Iron Age. Okay, so those are the four periods in the prehistorical ages. And then the second classification of period is the historical ages. So this includes ancient history, medieval history, modern history, and contemporary history. Okay, so those are the four periods in the historical ages. Okay, so before we start the lesson, kindly prepare your notebook for taking down notes for our lesson for today. Okay, so now let's start with, we still have Unit 3. So this Unit 3 is supposed to be is after midterm exam. So since we don't have midterm exam, so we will just continue with Unit 3. So Unit 3 is all about the ancient civilization. So we have Mesopotamian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Egyptian civilization, and the Aztecs and Mayan civilization. Okay, so those are the 4 civilizations that we are going to talk about in Unit 3. Okay, so those are the 3 units that we are going to discuss. So let's start with Lesson 1. So Lesson 1, we are going to identify first what is the meaning of history and what is the importance of history. So for now, since it's the first day, so let's just identify first what is history and its importance to our lives. Why do we need to study history? Okay, so now let me ask you a question. So this is your time to send your messages in the chat box. Okay, so my question is, and don't forget when you send your answers, please write your name and then your room number. Okay, so my first question is, what is history? Okay, so any idea what is the meaning of history? I think everyone know what is the meaning of history. Okay, let me see if some of you can answer this question. This is just a very easy question. What is history? Anyone? Your answer and then name and ID number. I know, name and room number. Nobody wants to answer this question. This is just very easy. All questions, all answers will be recorded and will be given points. No one know what is the meaning of history? Anyone? What is history? Okay, so we have Natpason, room number 7. History is the study of human past as it is described in written documents left behind by humans. Okay, very good. Where did you get this one? From the internet? If you research in Google, Google is the best friend of everyone. We have Grace Supanan, the story in the past. Yes. We have, I can't read Pasatay, but someone answered the subject that unnecessary to learn. Why do you think it is unnecessary to learn? It is the most important one to learn. So it is necessary, not unnecessary. We have Puwanat from room 8. History is the study of the past. Okay. Who else? So only 3 students answered. 1, 2, 3. How about the others? The situation from the past and has its own value for learning. Okay. No more? Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so according to Valdez.edu, history is the study of change over time and it covers all aspects of human society. So this includes politics, economics, culture, technology, and social. Okay, so this the development of all these aspects are part of history. Okay, so we have another answer. History is about the past and something. Okay, so thank you everyone for your participation. Okay, so studying history, it does not only talk about one aspect of human life. So it talks about all the things that surround the human, or all the things that is found in the society. Okay? Okay, so sometimes people would always say that history repeats itself, or um, all things is always this way. But history cannot repeat itself, because history is not a living nor a thinking being. Historians who try to make sense of the past. So what do you mean by intellectual discipline? So when we say discipline, it's the field of study, and intellectual, it's your ability to think and understand things. So therefore, history uses your ability to think and understand things in the past. So this is used or practiced by historians who try to answer things in the past, or who try to make sense things in the past. And the most common definition that I got from you when I asked the question, "What is history?" is this one. History is the study about the past, and that is correct. So history is all about the past. History is all about what happened yesterday. Why? What do you mean why? Can you elaborate your question why? With room 5. Shall we? Thank you, very good. Oh, thank you also for listening. I think you're understanding what I am saying. Who is this Pasatay? Why? I don't know why you asked why. What do you mean by why? Okay, so this is the last definition about history. So in short, history is about the past. Okay, so the importance of history, why there is a need for you to study history, and why is it necessary to learn history. So someone sent a message earlier that learning history is unnecessary. So this is my answer to you. So history is really necessary to learn because of the following things that I am going to discuss to you today. Besto Adipat. The more you know about the past, the better prepared you are for the future. And that is true, because you will not know what the future will hold if you will not learn things in the past. Okay, so because past causes the future as well as the present. Okay, so you're correct. It will prepare you for the future, learning the past. Thank you, Besto Adipat, for your message from Theodore Roosevelt. Okay, so Theodore Roosevelt is a great writer. Okay, so what do you think are the importance of history? Okay, why do you need to study history? Can you send me your ideas in the chat box? Why is it important to learn and study history? What is it's important to our lives? So Besto Adipat already answered. It will prepare you for the future. How about my students? Use English, please. Anyone? Why is it important to study history? What can we get when we study history? What are the reasons why do you need to study history? Anyone? It's important to study because, why do you think? History, okay, reminds us how human made mistakes in the past. Okay, correct. Pompat number 9, room. What room are you, Pompat number 9? I forgot already your names. So, learning history, it will remind us how human make mistakes in the past. And we will learn from it. Hanida, to learn about the past and its history. Yes, to learn about the past. Why do we need to learn about the past? Grace Supanan, room 2, number. Okay, I guess this is from the internet. But that is correct. So we have Miti from room 1. It's important to know how the people lived in the past also. To learn about what good and bad to improve the present. Yes, that is correct. Bunyuwi number 10 of room 7. Amun 1 number 12 of room 4, to understand past event. Yes, that is correct. To understand, to learn past event. To study what happened in the past and make it better. Make it better when? At present or in the future? Okay. So to study what happened in the past and learn from it and be a better individual at present and in the future. Okay, so tipong number 4, room 4. Okay, so another one, because history can show what is human. Because history can show what human knows about something, and they can improve anything, or they can improve themselves by knowing the past. Okay, so that is Natakit, room 6, number 1. We have another one from Panida. Because we don't make mistakes like the past, or you don't want to repeat the same mistake again, or we can learn from the past that can be applied to the present. That is correct. We have, because learning history help people to follow up the past and use those information to improve help human to make the future be better from learning the mistakes in the past. Okay, the same with the others who answered earlier. Among 1, we have, in order to understand events that have occurred in the past and correct them, those ideas came from. But I hope you learned from those ideas that you sent to me, and you keep that in mind. I think is the most important one for you to learn. Okay, so the first one we have, history helps us understand people and society. Okay, so history offers a lot of information. How can we understand change in our society from history or from the past experiences? So in order to understand the operations or how the people live and how the society operates, so we need historical data, or we need historical information. So that's why we need to study history, or we need to learn from the past experiences. Okay, so that is the first importance in learning history. So to understand people and society. Next, we have the second importance of learning history. Okay, so this one is almost similar with the first one. It came to be. So I read this one with one of the students earlier. Someone sent this as an answer. Why something happened, or why history we can understand things that change already, and through history we can begin to comprehend the factors that importance of history, so that we would be able to understand the changes that occurs or may occur in our society. Next, we have the third one. History contributes to moral understanding. So what do you mean by moral? So when we say moral, it is identifying what is right or wrong, or knowing what is right or wrong. So it talks about the standards of good behavior. So by studying the stories of the people in the past and allows you, the students, or allow the people to learn from them and to be a better person in the future, because you've got to learn some values and morals from those people in the past. Okay, so historical circumstances or historical events that happened in the past also, so through learning, internet is buffering. Just wait for a moment and your internet will be fine. Okay, so a lot of you still answer the importance of history. So understand the heritage and help inherit. Oh, so sad. Is my internet buffering? You cannot understand clearly? Can you type yes if my internet is buffering? Is the connection of, oh, my internet? I don't know, but there is an internet connection in the computer. I don't know what happened. Oh, so my internet is buffering. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that the internet is buffering. Okay, so maybe you can replay later on the internet connection. I don't know. So I'll ask someone later to check the internet. I guess they went outside to check the internet already. How about this time? Is the internet connection fine? Still buffering. Still buffering? It's not yet fine? Can you type no if the internet is not fine? Hello, everyone. Not fine yet, still buffer. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Master is not here. I don't know how to do the internet. It's getting worse though. Oh, I'm so sorry. With you, but the internet is stumbling. I'm so sad. Oh, I'm. Thank you for appreciating me as our teacher, but I don't know how to fix the internet right now. I don't have someone to ask. Master went out. IT experts went out. I will go through hell for you. Oh my goodness. Don't go to hell. How about this time? Is it still buffering? Is the internet still buffering? Please type yes if it is still buffering. And please type it's fine. No, let's not stop the class. We're not yet finished. Okay, never mind. I'll just continue, and later on, you can just have a replay about the discussion for today. So we're almost finished. Okay, so we're finished already with number 3. So we will proceed with number 4. So we still have 2 more left. So speaks a lot. Why? Can I not speak? How about you? You don't speak. That's how the teacher should do. Okay, let's proceed with number 4. you're studying in USA, but the internet is fine. So I'll just go ahead. Okay, so anyway, you can have a replay later on. Okay, so let's have the fourth importance of history. So history provide identity. Okay, so historical data include evidence about how family. We have our own in our family. So we have our family history. So it is important that we should learn, we should know what is our family history so that we would be able to know our own identity. So it's just the same knowing the history of your place, the history of your country. So it provides identity family you came from. Here already, Master, they said internet is buffering, loading. Yes, and they cannot hear clearly. I don't know how to fix the internet. So I have someone here, an IT expert, to fix the internet. Why is someone sending an emoji? Okay, so let's continue with the last one. I hope the internet connection is fine already. Okay, so the last importance of history is institutions, problems, and values. So studying history help us understand how recent and current changes that affect the lives of these changes. Okay, so that are vital for responsible public behavior. So whether as a national community, as a national or as a citizen, community leader, an informed voter, a petitioner, or just a simple observer. Okay? Be a good citizen working. This is essential for good citizenship. Okay, let me remind everyone that this is an online class discussion, not a group chat. So if you're having a conversation, please do it privately. Don't make unnecessary comments in the chat box. If you want to chat one another, do it privately, not here in the live discussion. If you want to talk to your friend, do it privately, not here. Because this is for teaching, this is for discussion, not for anything else that is not important. I told you earlier. And please use English. So again, next time, no unnecessary messages, only those that are related to our lesson or our discussion. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. So I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you take down notes. Some important informations about our lesson for today. Where should I write down? Pink notebook or white notebook? Okay, you can choose either of the two. You can have pink, or if you want, you can also have pink or white. It's okay. So I guess that's it for today. So I hope you learned something, and see you again next week for our second live teaching. And I hope next time you will not send unnecessary messages. Okay, so that's it for today. master. Finish.
Finish.
Have a nice day, everyone, also.